That's huge. That it really is. I completely agree. I think that previous round where it looked like he was in two minds, sort of hesitant, caught completely off guard by coldzera. This is the perfect way to just not allow that to really fester in your mind. And
So FaZe were able to pick that up. It was Rain, Brokey, and some support from Olaf to get that locked in. And so, you know, this is MIBR's map pick. I think there's you kind of caught up with everything that you've missed.
Nice.
Oh.
That was pretty nasty.
You know that hinge smoke in the door on mid doors that players use to climb up the Xbox? Firstly, how did anyone find that? It's ridiculous. Secondly, I just saw MIBR throw the hinge smoke from top mid. It bounced off the ground and landed perfect. Still Shiz yet to show his hand. Brokey is not falling for it though. He's holding on and now he's got the info. Even if they go elsewhere and try and hunt the site, just the presence of Shiz alone is going to be enough to keep FaZe occupied. Cold with a second. Bolt's pushed out into the open. He gets his kill and he's stalling very well. Bolts doubles it. 3 in the round potentially here as Olaf is the last to fall, and it's
for Olafmeister and Rain to cause some problems. And there it is, the perfect timing, able to backstab Shiz and Cello, and that's the bomb down in mid. Now they're trying to defend with the Deegs. It's going to be very difficult, but they have a chance now.
Oh yeah, they got something all right. Here in the bottom of mid, things are getting a little bit chaotic. They get the bomb out of there, but look at this from Rain. He's coming through the tunnel. There's the first, waiting for the second. Pressured from mid and in the site, but Rain looking to lock it in. Bolts denies it right at the very end. And so that there is going to be the round just about going over the line for MIBR.
Oh, it's beautiful. Like the timing there, if you just look at the mini-map, the way that FaZe timed all of their pushes was just...
Let's find out. This would be a good round to do it, right? Full eco with the saved AK. And bye-bye YEL. In lower is a player. I don't know if they quite caught that cold. Oh, he's going to get checked. Bolts is ready. Nice clear there. Almost flicks through the door and kills Brokey. That would have been bonkers. But... dodged for now. Still a gun given over as well. That's a big pickup for MIBR, although Armorless is still doubling their weaponry in this round. Flashing through the doors and grouping for a B hit.
Oh, they just run straight in, and the pace has blindsided FaZe. Brokey, actually the man to get the kill, but he was brought down very, very low in the process. So this B site now locked in for MIBR. FaZe, do they want to give this a go? It's a 2-on-3, it's Armorless players, so you hope they can get back into it. But already, this is a good round for MIBR. It could be about to get even sweeter if somehow they get this one past the keeper. Ooh, AK onto DANACO. Flashing through the window, but it's dodged by Cello. And so together, they're able to...
massive default state, and it starts off with a slow pace, and then MIBR, you know, collect themselves for like an all-out sort of B, just rush straight through the tons. And this is looking really good in terms of the positioning here onto that B side. Their push is coming through CT already. Oh, that's unfortunate. DANACO unable to hold off any of these defenders trying to rotate through CT. And looks like the B defense is actually doing a decent job in delaying. That's going to be some assistance now coming in from that A site. And indeed, all of Mice are able to take down YEL. That's the bomb down on the ground by the doors of B. And Bolts has got no friends. No friends left to help.
That's a great...
We'll see if they can do it, though.
Rain forced into those CT gunfights, and not to his favor. DANACO going over this smoke, just misses the timing, but he senses coldzera. On the other side of that smoke, he's dropped out of the round, and this might have to be a save for FaZe. You don't ever want to do it, not at this scoreline. They're still interested in giving this even a little look in. But nothing's being made available to them yet, and Olaf is already kind of conceding this short position. Kirby deep up through CT. And now he's in this horrible point of limbo where, like, yeah, he's pretty committed, so he does want to hang around. He does want to go for it. He doesn't want to die trying to run away. Gets that one kill and now gets out of there. There is the AWP dropped here. It looks like he's been made aware of now because he's trying to pick it up. You're going to read into that as the A player, especially in the pistol. Like, no one's going to be throwing this kind of fake your way in the pistol round, or at least that's what you're hoping MIBR tell themselves if they're a FaZe fan. However, They spot the players getting in towards B, and now the rotations are coming in. This is where we need FaZe to be pretty flawless in this B execute, because they're going to be outnumbered here on this push. And that there is the bomb getting dropped. That is the polar opposite of what we needed. Suddenly these players that were selling the fake are having to come in and mop up these rotations from MIBR. Not going to be easy, but Olaf makes it look that way. DANACO not ready for the player back in T-spawn, and that's coldzera. Ready to slip the knife in the back. Oh, tap down. Don't want to let him get a second, and Cold will come in and save the day just in time, but there's no time for the plant. Bolts, he just needs to stay alive, but he's right in the sight. He's not made it easy for himself. He's dropped the bomb, and he's hidden away. That is a disaster for FaZe. My, oh my. Oh, it's all gone wrong for FaZe Clan. How has that happened to them? How have they managed that? Bolts snatching it away, and Heartbreak Hotel for FaZe.
Rifles, AWP for YEL. FaZe's first full by the half. And it's like now or never for FaZe, really, right? Like, you lose this going around, your damage taken. YEL has the cross, finally at the right place at the right time, but he's being split from two sides. Cat and long, and a missed shot from the scout. It's only Shiz in the pit, and he can't do much either. So FaZe, again, taking another round by the looks of things. 2 pistols to hold on to. And this has been so good. Ever since they've hit guns, they have not stopped. And they just cannot be stopped. Great D kill, but it won't mean a thing as FaZe almost guarantee a 13th round and the lead right back. They haven't had the lead since they were 1-0 up at the start of this map. So it's been quite the map so far for MIBR.
These like 1v1, 1v2, like clutch scenarios where you just have to hit your shot, you just have to read it well and navigate those situations appropriately. Man, he looks right at home in that. He's been delivering so much, but he is the first man to fall in this round, and so that there is some good news for MIBR. And as I was saying, like, you know, to draw the comparison, while you got Brokey up top of the board, almost dropping 30, YELZorp on the other side is like 8 kills or something ridiculous. So very, very big disparity there.
Yeah, and it's something you can definitely be more forgiving of after that first half. But yeah, YEL needs to find his footing, and he needs to do it right now. This would be a great spot to do it. However, the push is going to be coming in through mid. They will smoke YEL off, so it's unlikely he'll get any picks through that smoke. We'll have to see. But push will come through into the B defense. However, unfortunately for FaZe, MIBR have a good pace to this. They have position. However, looks like Kirby will find bolts, which is a pretty big frag. However, they're kind of stuck outside the B site at this point, and the bomb is alone in the tons, so they're struggling to find a way to get onto that plant. 30 seconds, they can reset here. They're actually able to with that smoke that's on the CT ramp. They could try to get out of these positions, but it is going to, in fact, just be Cold up catwalk by himself. 20 seconds. He has no choice but to charge down the site, and he's got to get the correct guess here. There is a CT here somewhere. He knows it, but he's got to figure it out very quickly. And unfortunately, he might not have time for this. He's going to commit to the plant. YEL shot another shot. He might actually get the bomb down. There's a chance here for coldzera now, and he gets the headshot. That is not supposed to happen. YEL is having an awful game, and it's such a heartbreak for him. But for coldzera, it could be a huge moment for FaZe.
Oh, Cold trying to show these Brazilian boys how it's done back in his time. There's the flick to long. Missed shot first time around. The Deegs are in. And it's so damn close. But DANACO there at the very, very end, just able to keep that.
That's huge. That it really is. I completely agree. I think that previous round where it looked like he was in 2 minds, sort of hesitant, caught completely off guard by coldzera. This is the perfect way to just not allow that to really fester in your mind.
Play, and YEL's about to figure out the hard way.
Oh, that is just gross there. Straight in YEL's face. Adding insult to injury. They'll charge up the ramp. It's Bolts who's got to defend here. That's a great defense so far. 2 quick kills. Makes it effortless. And now it's down to Brokey. Oh! Oh, that's a nice pick, but that's all it will be.
Oh, spamming the mid doors as well, which really doesn't help. Rain even bought a scout just to shoot through the smoke. Look at the upper push. There's 2 players. There's 4 in the tunnels. Kiabi holding on, deals with one of them. Olaf in the spawn has a great position to find more, and they don't even see the other 2. Now, is that a bait for FaZe? So they run in expectation that B is clear, or at least undefended. Kiabi's fiddling with nades, and he gets taken down, and now they realize, okay, B wasn't free. It was by design. It was a bait. That kill could have been everything for YEL, but he's had to escape and run from this AWP. Brokey posted once again and dropping once more. YEL, so many opportunities and nothing to show from it. He's getting split by Long now. They actually could have easily killed him, caught in the open there with a scout, but instead they smoked across, playing it safe and playing for the plant. With a man up, FaZe are doing it right now, and OT certainly looks likely.
Yeah, MIBR not wanting to take any of those straight up fights, you know, not wanting to dig this hole deeper, but in doing so, they give up the A site. And it all falls onto YEL in the 1v3. Really not looking good for him. FaZe about to get it over the line. FaZe able to get us to overtime, and now things really heat up. There's these AWPs firing off. Cold Zera with the long spawn. Good for the opener. Man down now for MIBR, and FaZe rerouting all the way back through T-spawn, ready to hit this B bomb site.
DANACO looks poised and ready. He needs to be. He's alone right now. This is going to be very difficult. Trying to use the smoke there to keep himself safe. Oh, shiz! Straight from the doors. Great angle found, and that makes all the difference here. DANACO still holding on at the back of the site. They haven't dealt with him yet, thanks to Shiz's efforts. And for the first round of overtime here, it's looking fantastic for MIBR. Olaf needs a really crazy result here, but it
wasn't what he was doing the other day either in that, what was it? Well, I think it was the heroic matchup. Yeah, this isn't what he was delivering there. It was much more middle of the pack performance. So great to see him looking more confident as the event's gone on and as the matches get more important as well. Oh, look at this from FaZe. As you can see, everyone's dealing with this scoreline well. The auto snipers are in.
Does some really good damage though. Like look at the health on 3.
The amount of times as well I've seen people spam mid with autos and
like
they won't hit anything, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Whereas this time, yeah, everyone gets peppered crossing.
It's the epitome of just rolling the dice and hoping for a win, and honestly very little risk in doing it, right? Like no one's gonna think, oh, I hear them spamming their autos, let me peek them with an AWP. Like how did that go for Apex? Not well. Yeah, great shot for YEL, though, finding a pick onto Cold, holding long doors. He's been there many of these T rounds, and finally YEL cottoned on. The bomb waiting in the same position, but the rest of FaZe are up cat. MIBR 2 in B. And the funny part is, all the damaged players that FaZe tagged through the doors, well, 2 of them are B, one of them's in spawn. And so it's not like the first fights FaZe are going to find are those low HP players. Not that they know. Crossing with the cat smoke, here is YEL to stop them.
DANACO is continuing to do damage, this time from below. Cat plant, so at least the bomb is down. However, they do have issues there. They do need to gain ground. They've got to get kills. The smoke going down there on the site will help them in their defense, blocking off some vision from those long players of MIBR on this retake. But they've got to find some frags. Oh no, that could have been a very much needed frag, but Brokey is still on the site at the very least, looking for more. Oh, another whiff, but his teammates are delivering. Olaf Meister with a double. Time is of the essence now. It's really ticking down. It's up to Brokey against 3 players. Pistol out, but no time for him. It's a time for MIBR on this defuse. It's going to be real tight. But just about in the nick of time, YEL has the defuse. Couldn't have been much closer than that one. What a crazy round.
NT for Brokey, you got to wonder if he was just like a couple of feet back, you know, not as wide. Maybe that bomb goes off, right? Maybe just killing that one player and getting traded a second later is the round for FaZe. But those are the margins we're working with right now. Really nice attempt at what was a 3-on-5 for FaZe in a post plant, making it close. Close ain't gonna cut it. MIBR 3 chances to get 1 round on this T side, and if we recall regulation, they went 9-6 up. They look really, really good on this T half as well, so they're in a great position right now.
That smoke on the doors really is helpful for FaZe. A lot of control. And with that smoke on the doors, you can see they will double up on Catwalk. This would be the next spot, presumably, for MIBR. If they're defaulting right now FaZe should be able to sense their presence on Catwalk. They have to take Cat at this point. FaZe know it. Here comes the play. Is there a flash? How do they handle this? A two-man setup, looking for the bait. Flash from the T side. MIBR looking strong on this Cat push. And that's a huge issue now. Cello makes it worse. And FaZe not in a good spot here, gents.
No, YEL might have just closed the map with a slow start but a strong finish. He's found two. Bolt is looking for a double as well. One player eluding him going long, but he knows this AWP is here. Bye, Cold. Thanks for coming. Kiebi's gone as well, and it's MIBR to find their first, take their map pick in this series, and style on FaZe with a flawless overtime. Keep that in mind as well. That game was crazy, right? You definitely have to remember the context of FaZe essentially pulling a comeback in the second half. They were down 9-6. They go even further down to, I think it was 12-6. They buy. They pull a massive comeback, they get it to OT, and then they fall. Man, that's got to hurt, but a big win from MIBR nonetheless. FaZe's map pick is Inferno, and that's just around the corner. I don't know what to make of this.